Well, I had a couple jars break in transport the other day. Honey all over the boxes and all over the place. But we're getting a fly day today, so I got bees out cleaning it up and collecting it. One of the problems with them flying like this in the winter time is they get out and get into a building where it's not warm and then end up trying to spend the night like they did in the summertime, and they never do warm up again. So every time they get out and fly, I'm losing bees out of the colony that are there to help keep it warmer. So anyway, I hope they're going to start brooding up quick here. It should be about time. We're about to the winter solstice. So still working on getting sugar on them. I'll get a little bit of that here in the video in a minute, and probably clip this one on the front. So anyhow, we got a couple days of sunshine, and then we get a little more rain and then more sun. So got to get things going, get busy. So here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. There's bees hanging out on this feed sack. They came in here, they smell the manure, they want salts out of it. They pick up some dust from the grain, and they can use it like pollen. But they get in here and get chilled down and go to spend the night like they do in the summertime, and then it never will warm up enough in here for them to fly out. And they're old, so this can end up costing quite a few bees right here in December, when I really want them in the hive keeping things warm. But they're all over this feed sack. So anyway, maybe I'll try to take them outside and warm them up, but chances are that's just the end. And a lot of these, you know, if they're the late summer bees, they're getting really old anyway, so it's hard for them to get back. Kind of a funny side note, in the house I've got a cabinet that has snacky stuff in it, nuts and things, and there was a bag of chocolate covered raisins, and in that process they use some plant waxes. Well, the firewood would come in, and there were some hibernating wax moths on it, and all of a sudden that cupboard was full of moths, and they're flying around the house. We got in there digging around, and this bag is full of wax moth larvae. So keep your chocolate covered raisin bag sealed up. I don't know if you guys can see them in there, but it's got quite a lot of them in there, so it's gonna go on the burn pile. I don't know if it's a good thing for my chickens to eat all that chocolate. It's not good for me. So anyhow, but back to the other project at hand. I'm gonna finish up my feeder shims today. I took DCB's advice. I've got a bunch of shallows and mediums that are weird sizes and things, and I thought about using those in some of my mediums to build these feeder shims, but the problem was, what am I going to do with all the frames, right? So I've just decided on these oddball shaped ones, I'm just burning them. I had kind of kept them thinking that I might someday do some cut comb and they'd work for that. Truth is, they're nasty, dirty frames. If I'm going to do cut comb, I want to do it on clean frames. So instead of try to store them and have them be in my way, it's like, screw it. You need the boxes. You're not going to use them for anything in a long time, so let's just burn them. So frames are going on the pile, and the feeder shims are going to get finished today. So you know, kind of ashamed to be doing it, but again, I just can't have more clutter plugging this place up for this crap. I got to get this place cleaned up and organized a little better. And a pile of, you know, 500 flipping frames with no box to be in isn't a part of that. So anyway, that's what we're doing, burning frames and finishing up the feeder boxes, and then I can get all this other stuff that's sitting out here in the rain in where these things have been stored, maybe. So anyway, on we go.